This one sure, but some people can be so daring, shall okay? Okay, still on the Ooni of Ife's stories coming out at this time. Okay, what we are hearing at this time, it's not a good one for Olori Ashley by any means, because what we are hearing at this time is that Paropo is extremely angry with Olori Ashley right now. We are hearing that we are hearing that Paropo has asked, "How dare you question my invitation of Queen Naomi?" Yes, you know. So we are told that Paropo read the Riot Act to Olori Miriam and summoned her immediately to the palace for further explanation. Okay, you heard me right. So we reported not too long ago that after that invitation that Paropo extended to Queen Naomi and Tadenikawo, we reported that Olori Ashley, out of panic, ostensibly, ran to KBAC, crying, and just panicking generally, and trying to seek or to know what was the reason behind such invitation. I think that was what she was trying to dig out. So it's looking like because Paropo has now heard it, the old man is obviously not just shocked, but totally outraged. And that was what gave rise to this statement when he said, "How dare you question my invitation of Queen Naomi?" You see, like I have said before, you see, Pauropo is not, is an old man. If my memory serves me right, like I said before, this man should be in his late 80s. Okay? So he's viewing that reaction of Olori Ashley, that action of going to cry to a KBC and complaining bitterly about Queen Naomi's invitation by Paropo. Paropo is viewing it as a sort of disrespect and unwholesome behavior as far as he's concerned. That is why he's asking that how dare you question my authority, okay? Because the truth of the matter is that Paropo has absolute right, to invite anyone, be it Queen Naomi or be it Tadenika, be it anyone. It is within his right to do that. So Paropo was said to have thoroughly rebuked Olori Ashley, upon learning she cried to Kabiyesi over his invitation of Queen Naomi and Tadenikawo. Paropo was said to have asked Olori Ashley, "Who are you to question my activities?" Because that is what this really amounts to. A small girl compared to Paroko. This is the father of our dear Kabiesi. So for someone, of Ashley's stature, I'm not talking of physical stature now, being the wife of the son, you can't possibly be asking about the activities of his dad, whether it's this by insinuations or not. This is not even insinuation. For her to have cried to Kabiesi, it's marks of some sort of disrespect, if you ask me. Okay, so Paropo was said to have asked Olori Ashley, "Who are you to question my activities?" I think this question is very apt because that is what she's actually doing. So I'm going to join Paropo to ask Ashley now, "Who are you to be asking Paropo who he decides to invite to his house?" Don't forget that this is still his wife, technically, okay? And this is the mother of his beloved grandson, okay? That we're talking about here, okay? So we are told that Paropo went further to say, "Why the obsession over Queen Naomi every time?" Nice one. I love this question because it appears that anytime the name of Olori Queen Naomi is mentioned in and around the palace, they send jitters all over the place, and these jitters continue to reverberate, in and around the palace. And that is why Parobo is asking why the obsession, because it's looking like obsession, not just from their KBC alone, but from the entire palace, That is what this looks like. And that is why Parobo is asking why the obsession over Queen Naomi every time. We are told that Paropo went further to say, have you not troubled Queen Naomi enough already? Wow, I love this again. Don't forget, I keep saying I don't want to go back to the history of the challenges between these two great women. I don't want to go into that. I'm sure a lot of you who are listening to the sound of my voice at this time are much more conversant with the trajectory of events between Olori Ashley and Queen Naomi. Recall that while Queen Naomi was in the palace, Olori Ashley was just in the fringes, of the Ooni palace. It's like she was just, quietly waiting for her to move out, and the next thing she jumped into KBAC. Okay, so, but I think that's all I will say about their relationship or their closeness. So the details, I'm sure you guys already know. Okay. So, so they said Paropo said, "Why have you not troubled her enough already? Honestly, have they not troubled her enough? She has left the place for good. But even at that, her name still sent jitters all over their spines. Okay. So you will recall that the uh, this whole problem that Queen Naomi had while she was in the palace was orchestrated by a lot of forces. And from what we now know, with benefit of hindsight, Olori Ashley cannot be said not to be part of the total grand plan. So that is why you see, maybe possibly because her mind is not settled, whenever there's this closeness of Queen Naomi to anyone in and around the palace, it obviously sends fears, the spines of people around. And Queen Ashley, Olori Ashley, is not an exception to this situation. And I think that is why there's this much fears and worry, with her. You see, you will reap what you are sowing today. Mark my words. We were told that Paropo ended his anger on that note. He said, "You will reap what you are sowing today." Mark my words. In fact, Paropo should not even talk too far. I believe a lot of those who orchestrated the exit of Queen Naomi from the palace are not even, they've already started reaping the reward of the seed they sowed since yesterday already. Because the stories are out there in the social media about the stuff that is happening to one after the other, and I mean it's out there. So Paropo has said it all. You will reap the seed that you are sowing today. I think that is the best place to leave it at this time. So this is the story that is coming out of the palace at this time, and this one sweet me well, shall, and that is why I say make I bring and come on a doorstep. So which one I think? What do you guys think about this? Kindly leave your comments in the comment section. I'll see you soon again. Bye bye.